In a quiet Asian village, where mornings are filled with the sounds of roosters and the smell of fresh earth, lived a young boy named Arjun. Arjun was only 13, yet he carried a burden heavier than his school bag. Today, his carefully crafted school project lay broken in his hands, and his heart felt just as shattered. He was lost in a storm of frustration, feeling small, defeated, and unsure of his worth. His mother, a kind woman with a gentle heart, sat beside him. She placed a loving hand on his shoulder, whispering words of encouragement, but Arjun couldn't hear them over the noise of his own disappointment. Every step he took through the dusty village path that evening felt heavy. The world around him seemed to move on without noticing his pain. Buffaloes grazed calmly, and the sun set in a blaze of orange and pink, but Arjun could see no light in his own life. It was then that he noticed someone sitting under the old banyan tree. It was Baba Karim, a wise old man with a long white beard, kind wrinkles, and deep, knowing eyes. He had a look of dignity and peace, like a man who had seen the world and understood its secrets. Baba Karim motioned for Arjun to come closer. Hesitant, but drawn to the old man's warm presence, Arjun sat beside him. For a moment, they sat in a comfortable silence, broken only by the gentle rustle of the tree's leaves. Then Baba Karim pointed to a tiny green plant breaking through the cracked, dry ground. "Do you see this little seed?" he asked softly. Arjun nodded, his gaze following the old man's finger. "This seed," Baba Karim continued, his voice calm and steady, "has faced the harsh sun, the pouring rain, and the strong winds. Nobody saw it struggling. Nobody was there to cheer for it. Yet it kept growing silently. It fought its way through the hard earth. And one day it will become a strong, flourishing tree that gives shade and fruit to everyone." Arjun looked down at his own hands, thinking about his broken project and the countless times he felt he had failed. He thought about the hours he had spent, the care he had put in, all seemingly for nothing. But as he listened to Baba Karim, a tiny spark of hope ignited inside him. It was a feeling he hadn't felt all day. Baba Karim then reached into his pocket and pulled out a faded photograph. It was from decades ago. In the picture, a younger version of the old man stood next to a pile of broken pottery. "I too failed many times," he said with a gentle smile. "I tried to make pots, and they would crack. I would try again, and they would collapse. But every failure was a step forward, a lesson learned. It was my silent effort, the work I did when no one was watching, that built my strength and my skill." Arjun's eyes widened. He suddenly understood. The old man wasn't just talking about a tree or some broken pottery. He was speaking directly to him. He was teaching him that struggles, the very things that made him feel weak, could become his greatest strength if he just refused to give up. The world might not see his effort right now, but that didn't mean it wasn't valuable. With a deep breath, Arjun felt a new resolve settle in his heart. He said his goodbyes to Baba Karim and walked home, his steps much lighter than before. That evening, he spread the broken pieces of his project across the floor. He lit a small oil lamp, its warm glow pushing back the darkness, and he began to rebuild. Hours passed. The village grew quiet and fell asleep. But in his small hut, Arjun worked tirelessly. With each careful adjustment, with every piece he put back together, his confidence grew. He wasn't just fixing a project. He was mending his own spirit. His mother watched from the doorway, her eyes filled with a quiet, profound pride. She saw not just a boy fixing a toy, but her son discovering his own resilience. The next day was the village school's science fair. Arjun stood beside his fully rebuilt project. He wore a clean kurta and carried himself with a quiet confidence that he hadn't possessed the day before. The teachers walked by, inspecting all the students' work. When they came to Arjun's project, they stopped. They looked closely at the details, at the intricate way he had put it all back together. Their impressed expressions reflected the dedication he had poured into his work, not just once, but twice. When the time came to announce the winners, Arjun's heart pounded in his chest. His name was called, and he walked up to receive a small medal. But as the cool medal was placed in his hand, he realized something important. He wasn't just proud of winning. He was proud that he had not given up. He was proud of the boy who had sat defeated in the dust, and the young man who now stood tall, having overcome his own despair. That night, under a brilliant canopy of stars, he remembered Baba Karim's words, "Your growth may be silent, but one day it will shine." He understood that the real victory wasn't the medal, but the strength he had found within himself. The next morning, Arjun ran to the banyan tree, carrying his notebook, eager to share his success with the old man who had inspired him. Baba Karim sat there, just as he had before, his turban catching the morning sunlight, a knowing smile on his face as Arjun approached. And in that moment, Arjun understood a powerful truth that would stay with him for the rest of his life. Failure is never the end. It's not a sign that you should stop. Every silent effort, every unseen struggle, every moment you feel like you reworking for nothing, it is all shaping the person you are becoming. It's building your character, your strength, your resilience. Courage is not about never being afraid or never failing. Courage is the choice to start again and again and again until you succeed. Your efforts matter, even if no one notices them today. Your hard work is not in vain. Keep going, keep trying, keep building, even when things fall apart. And one day, without you even realizing it, the world will see your greatness. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiration.